Hey there, how's it going? Welcome to Looplearnings, and in this video I'm going to continue with the purchase orders. This is video number 16, and before I move ahead and talk about what I'm going to do in today's video, I would like to ask you, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please go ahead and do that. Hit the bell icon so you get notification whenever I upload a new video. Alright, I know I've been absent. I'm not making videos, but for some good reasons as well. So I'll try to be as frequent as possible, but I really appreciate that you guys are being patient with me, that you wait for the videos, and I really appreciate that. Now, if you haven't watched previous 15 videos that I've already uploaded, then the link will be in the description below. Please do that. The reason I'm asking you to do it, because whatever I'm going to do today and in next videos, they're all linked with the explanations that I've already done in the past. Now, the idea of this application, that this application is being made for the business who has one central warehouse, and the central warehouse job is to procure the items from the suppliers, store them in their central warehouse, and then distribute those items to other two general warehouses, which are small warehouses. And so that's the idea of this particular application. Now, the only people who are authorized to create purchase orders is central warehouse. People who are working in central warehouse, they are the only one to create purchase orders. People who are working in general warehouses, two small locations, they can only create the stock transfer order. If they need any item, they would request central warehouse, and central warehouse will further procure the item from the supplier. So that's the basically structure, and based on that, the work will be done in this application while I'm doing VBA. So when I click on this button and the location is central warehouse, then this form should open. Manage order form. Manage orders form is a single form. It consists of two different tabs, and each tab has its own respective buttons and the list box as well. Now, you must be hearing some echo in my voice. That's because I've changed the location, and so please bear with me with the echo stuff. Anyway, so what should happen, this form should open, and in this form you can see there are various buttons. So let me walk you through these buttons before I even jump into VBA coding. So if I click on create new PO, of course we will give a functionality to user to create new PO by clicking here. If user clicks on approve, that means this list box will show all the purchase orders that has status called approved. If user click on rejected, then this list box will show all the purchase orders that are status rejected, so on and so forth. You get the idea what I'm trying to say here. And this form is going to be used for multiple purposes. As I was explaining in the start of the video, that the central warehouse is authorized to create the purchase orders, but if the general warehouses, which are small or locations, if they want to fill their warehouses with the stock, they will have to create a request to the central warehouse, and central warehouse will fulfill their demand. That's how the structure is. And for stock transfer and for the purchase order, the exact same form is going to be used. At the moment we are working for purchase orders, so we'll focus on purchase order only. Okay, now I'm going to shift this to the design view, and we are going to do a little bit of VB coding behind main form. So I'll select this button and I will go to the back end of this form button, and in here I'll do a little bit of VBA coding. Now we need to put some condition here. What is the condition I'm talking about? First condition is, if this button caption has to be purchase order, of course, and this location should show that it's a central warehouse. If it is not, then it should throw an error saying, hey, only the central warehouse is authorized to create purchase orders, the general warehouse are not, right? So if I go to location table, you can see here central warehouse and general warehouse. So let's go ahead and do the VB code. First, let's put that condition in. So I'll say else if, okay, me dot btn3 dot caption is equal to what? Is equal to purchase orders, right? And me dot lbl location dot caption is not equal to what? Equal to central warehouse. Then, okay, then throw an error saying, hey, this is not authorized to cmd.beep message box. This action cannot be performed as only central warehouse is authorized to create purchase orders, right? It's as simple as that. All right, information. Okay, but if it does equal to central warehouse, then what should happen? Well, so I'll just simply copy and paste, and we'll say if the caption is purchase orders and the location is central warehouse, then what should happen? Well, then simply do cmd dot open form. Now, which form we are talking about? Well, we are talking about manage orders form. This is what we want to open, right? Manage orders. So I should make sure that I don't mess up with the spellings. Okay, now the form is open. What next? Well, next we fill up this text box with txt now viewing. So me dot txt now viewing dot value is equal to PO, because we're opening purchase orders. Guys, I'm sorry if you're hearing a lot of echo. I can hear a lot of echo while recording, while talking, so I'm sure there will be echo in the video as well, so I apologize, but I'll make sure that next video I record it in a way that the environment is good and peaceful. For now, please bear with me. Okay, then what else I want to do? I want to hide this tab control because at the moment we are only referring to purchase order. Purchase order is all about orders placed, right? So orders from other locations, I want to hide it. So how do I do that? Well, I do that by saying, oops, wait, what did I do? It's not me.txt now being, no, I have to give a reference of the other forms exclamation mark manage orders exclamation mark txt now viewing. That's how it is. Okay, I would have got the error, so I'm going to copy exact same, and this time I'm going to refer to this tab control. The name of the tab control is this, and dot pages. Now which page we want to hide, that's what access is asking. So how do we know which page number is this tab? So if I just simply oops, what is happening? Okay, so the page index is 1 dot visible is equal to false. Okay, so that is it. Next up, I want to display the purchase orders with the status called PO created. Now, if I go to the PO form and if I'll see the code behind save button, the first status of any purchase order is the PO created. So if PO created means it's a new purchase order, those purchase orders I want to display in the list box by default when user clicks on this button from the main form. I hope that you're following with me, right? If you're not, I hope that you are following with me, right? If you're not, then please go back, repeat it, and then watch it again. Okay. So I'm going to go back to VBA here, and we're going to continue. So we have successfully we are successful in hiding this tab. That's what I'm assuming. And after that, we are going to refer to this list box. So how do we do that? Well, we are going to do that in exactly same manner. Forms, manage orders, exclamation mark. This is the name of list box, list PO dot row source. That's the row source, right? That's what we are going to target. We are going to apply a row source, a data to this particular list box. That's what we are going to do. And how do we achieve? Well, we achieve it with the help of SQL statement, particularly select statement. So we are asking the Microsoft Access to fetch the information from locations table, PO table, sorry. So first thing first, we are pulling is PO line ID. So PO line ID, comma, then we are pulling created on, then we are pulling type, okay, type, comma, then we are pulling item name, all right, then we are pulling SKU, then we are pulling, should we get total price? I think we can. And then status. How many columns we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. From which table, which query? That's what Access is asking. And we are fetching it from PO table, where we have to put where clause. Remember, we are talking about multiple data entries from multiple locations. So we have to be very specific which locations record we want to fetch. So we will refer to those locations and parameters after the where clause. So we'll say where this location ID is equal to what? Well, is equal to forms, exclamation mark, this location ID is available on the main form. So I'm going to copy this, okay, main, exclamation mark here, or caption. And there is another parameter we are going to provide, that is the status of the purchase order. This is the status I'm referring to, and the status is equal to, okay, status should be PO created. Okay, that's what the code for fetching the information. I hope it will work. We will test it out. Let's see. Now, whenever we are working on with the list boxes, we have to set some properties for that list box. So the first property I would like to set is forms manage orders list op dot column count, okay, and column count is 7 as I counted earlier, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, just to make sure. So forms, exclamation mark, manage orders, There we go. Exclamation mark, that's incorrect. Manage orders, exclamation mark, list op dot column heads is equal to true. That's the heading of the column. And then we will choose forms, manage orders, exclamation mark, list op dot column widths, so width of each column. And first column is PO line ID. It is important, but we don't want to see it, so we'll keep it as 0 centimeter. Second column is created on, so we'll keep it like 3 centimeters. Then we have type, well, let's say 4 centimeters width. Then we have item name, let's say 7 centimeters. Then we have SKU, let's say 3 centimeters. Price 2 centimeters. And then total status will also be 2 centimeters. Let's keep this also 2 centimeters. Remember, we can always come back and we can do the changes if we wish to do so. Let's test it out. We have done a lot of work here, but let's see whether that work is good or not. So I'm going to log in. There we go, fingers crossed. There we go. So what it says? It says this action cannot refer, only central warehouse is authorized to create PO. Okay, so here's the issue. The issue is with the login. Okay, I go here, location 01. Location is, just give me a moment guys, let me figure out what it is. So if you go to locations here, location type should be there instead of location. Location type, if we run it. Okay, cool. Now I will log on. Sorry, a little bit of hiccup. Okay, there we go. Now we are getting correct location, inventory management, purchase order, and we are getting another error. So there is an issue here. Let's see what is the issue. So right click, design view. All of this will happen with you, even with me. Every one of us will face this issue. So column heads, here is the problem, right? Immediately I noticed. So I hope that's the only issue. Let's test it out again. Boom, now we are fine, we are okay. One thing I would like to do before I proceed is I would like to have a little bit of borders for this list box because it doesn't look good, but it is working. And the other thing we are going to do is, when I click on create new PO button, a message box should appear to confirm, hey, do you really want to create purchase order? And I should say either yes or no. That option I should have as a user, and based on whatever I select, the system should proceed further. So that's the VB code we are going to go with. So we'll go to design view. Okay, so first thing first, I select the list box. We get the nice outline. Now I click on this button, even tab, code builder, and we come here in the back end of it. And to bring the yes or no dialog box, we'll start with dim response as integer, right? And then we will say toCMD.beep response is equal to message box, and then we would say you are about to create a new purchase order. Okay, are you sure to proceed further? All right, VB question plus VB yes no. So you define that. So if response is equal to VB yes, then toCMD dot open form. Which form? We want to open PO form. That's the name of the form. Hopefully I'm right. Else toCMD.beep message box, the action was cancelled by the user. Okay, VB information perhaps, and the heading should be information. Okay, and if, and that is it. Hopefully it will work. Let's test it out again. Okay, one thing more I would like to do is when the form is being closed, when on close event, let's say on close event, here we go, on close event, I would like to put in a code block here, and that code block is to update this list box, right? This list box I want to update. So we'll say forms exclamation mark manage orders exclamation mark list op dot requery. So requery the information in that list box. Let's hope it works. All right, let's log in again. Central warehouse, login, inventory management, purchase orders. Boom, we are getting it nicely. Let's click on create new order. You're about to create a new purchase order. Are you sure? Okay, if I click on no, the action was cancelled by user. Perfect. If I click on yes and the PO form opens, let's create a PO. Okay, only one item I have, and so it's for the testing only. Okay, PO is created and nothing happened. Okay, so I'll figure it out later on, but for now we can see that the access is working the way exactly we want it. So first we did the coding behind purchase order buttons. We brought this form live with the data. Then I did the VB coding behind create new PO button. So that is it for today. In next video, definitely I'm going to demonstrate the coding behind these little buttons, colorful buttons, and then we will proceed further. I hope that you have learned something. Even if you're not, please do let me know in the comments below, and hit subscribe to the channel if you have not yet subscribed. Hit the bell icon so you get notification whenever I upload any video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for supporting. I will see you in the next one.